another matchup with the Patriots, where Tom Brady will face his former coach, Bill Belichick, for the first time. TB12 and Belichick won 6 titles together in New England, but there's only a handful of players remaining from that dynasty in the Patriot locker room. So, Shannon, if you were a veteran in New England, how would you feel about facing Tom Brady?
I feel good, but Skip, I'm motivated. I wanted to show that the New England Patriots are more than just one guy. I think all guys are like that, Skip. When I left Denver, I wanted to show that I was more than John Elway, more than Mike Shanahan. I'm not saying that
more than those guys.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I was more than that because people said the
more
only
than just, but you weren't trying to say I was more.
No.
Okay.
I was trying to say I was more than this. Oh, Mike calling plays for you, John throwing you the ball. Hell, yes, they helped a lot. Mike put me in great situations, and having the relationship that I had with John, it helped. But I was a talent. I like to think I was a talented football player, and I could go make plays for a different quarterback or a different team if needed be. So I was very motivated, Skip. I wanted to win the game, but I wanted to show that I could be outside of that. And I think the guys in that locker room, Skip, Tom, everything Tom. They want to show, you know what, guys? We're the Patriots. We're more than Tom Brady. We're a good football team. Mm-hmm. And you and a lot of people, others believe that, nah, you're a good football team, but let's be real. You're only a good football team because you had number 12 throwing the football. Coach Belichick wants to show, I'm a damn good coach with or without Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
Tom Brady has shown that I'm a great football player with or without Coach Belichick, because not only did he leave that team, he got to and won the Super Bowl in his first year without him. So there's no question that you can say, well, Tom is a standalone. He didn't need someone else standing beside him to make him look good. So for me, Skip, I think the guys in that locker room, the Matthew Slaters, the McCautry, Devin McCautry, McCourty, excuse me.
Yeah.
I think they want to show that, you know what, yeah, we love Tom. Tom did great things. He's always going to be our friends. Can't wait till we start coming back for the reunion and celebrating, Skip, the first team and the second team that won the Super Bowls. But we're more than that, and they want to show that. I don't think nobody takes no cheap shots on him, Skip, but they want to get to him. They want to put him on the ground hard, and they want to win this game. And if, like you said, you like to put guys on truth serum or put a lot of technical tests on them, I think they would say they would rather win this game than any other game during the season because of who's on the other side and what he represents.
Okay, I hear that. I respect that from a locker room player perspective. But I covered a lot of locker rooms, and in my lengthy career, I have never seen a situation quite like this one. This is a first. It'll probably be a last.
Yeah.
Because of the dynamic that is operating here. You still have the coach who remains in New England and the quarterback who left that coach because the coach wanted him out the door so that the coach could show he was more responsible for the dynasty than the quarterback. So the quarterback, obviously, everybody knows that he left, and during a pandemic, he took the 7-9 Buccaneers to a championship in his first go-round in Tampa. He changed the culture. He took the Patriot way and made it the Tampa Bay way. Okay, so here he comes back for a Sunday night game this Sunday night, and there are those veterans you referred to remaining in that locker room. So I ask you this question on a lie detector.
Yes.
These veterans, do they love Bill Belichick? Is that the operative word here? Do they love him? I believe they fear him. I believe they're in awe of him in many ways. But I think there's little to no love in that locker room for Bill Belichick.
I think the thing is, Skip, for me, is that whether I like or dislike my head coach, he's my head coach, and Tom Brady is the enemy.
Okay.
So now I put my like or dislike aside, because guess what? I dislike Tom more than I dislike Coach Belichick.
Well, there I disagree, because I do not believe that anyone who's ever played with Tom Brady, even if they go to the other side of the football field, I don't think they can dredge up any hate or dislike for Tom Brady.
When I say dislike, I'm looking at it from an opponent standpoint. You're the enemy. I'm going up against you.
Okay, I got it. But deep down, lie detector, I believe all the ex-Patriots still have much love in their hearts for Tom Brady, because he's unhateable to me on the inside. On the outside, there's a world of Brady hate.
Yeah, but Skip,
I'm talking about people who really know him and see him operate on a daily basis. I go back to our man James Harrison here on the show saying he went up there at the end of his career with his radar up because he did not trust. He thought there was some phony going on. And what did he tell us right here? I watched close, man, and I saw the same guy in the locker room as I saw on the field or anywhere else.
Right.
He is who he is. He's legit. Whether you love him or hate him, he is that guy at all times.
It's kind of like, Skip, when James Harrison, he left the Steelers.
Yep.
The only thing that mattered to him, he still had friends over there, but he wanted to bear. Now, he had a different he had a different relationship with Coach Tomlin.
Yeah. But that fell all apart at the end. Remember, it got,
because in the end, you know, they got the players. But James, tunnel vision like he is, he just wanted to beat the Steelers. He's like, oh, they doing all that talking. That don't mean it. That don't bother me. He says, for me, I want to beat the Steelers.
Yep.
And I think the state is but it was never a situation. Skip, this is very unique. Because I don't know, you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to do better than me. Is that a guy that plays 20 years, won like they've won, getting so much credit. Coach, it's kind of like the builder and the interior designer.
Yep.
Coach Belichick said, I built this thing. Tom Brady said, I'm the one that made it pretty. So who gets the credit? The guy that laid the foundation or the guy that made it pretty, Skip? So that's what they were fighting for. So now the players, I agree with you, the players are torn. I'm here with Coach Belichick, but Tom is my friend. I got these rings. Okay, is it Tom or is it Coach Belichick?
Even you agreed with me. Tom was always the buffer between Belichick and the locker room.
Yes.
So Tom had to be the guy behind closed doors in the locker room saying, it's okay.
Yes.
Just live with him. It'll be okay. We're going to win in spite of it.
Every team needs a guy in the locker room that's the voice of reason.
Yep.
And that's what Tom was. Coach Belichick was way over here. Tom Brady was bring everybody here.
Okay. So now it boils down to a situation in which the players in the locker room right now have incredibly mixed emotions because a lot of locker rooms, I'm going to say a majority of locker rooms would be driven to defend the legacy of their head coach because they would have some love. Even I go back to my Jimmy Johnson days. I'm not saying they loved him. They did. They loved him in the end, but they also feared him.
Yeah, because but that's how he coached out of. And that's Coach Belichick.
Okay, but there was love for Jimmy.
Right.
It was way under the surface, but he was much more loved after it was all over.
Right.
You look back and say, I love that guy. I'm not sure anybody has ever loved Bill Belichick.
Well, Skip, it's kind of like a strict or a stern parent.
Yep.
At the time that you're involved in it, you're a kid, you're coming up until you get out, and you look back like, damn.
Okay.
What they told me, that was really good.
That was right, and he did right. That was some tough love, right?
And Emmett and Mike and Troy, like when you look back at it and you realize, man, I wish we had some more of that tough love. We done won some more.
Okay, so now when those guys see Jimmy, trust me, they hug.
They love him.
I'm not sure Bill is ever going to be huggable after this is all over. I'm not sure. I'm not sure anybody would ever go up and hug Bill Belichick because there was no reservoir of love slowly building.
I think the thing is that when you winning masks a lot of things. And I think because they've won so much, I think the thing, and Coach Belichick is a different guy now because Coach Belichick doesn't have any say over those guys. So he's more affable. When you look at him, Skip, when the guys come around and when they start having these, when they start having these reunions and they start back coming around, he's not in control of a situation anymore. So I think he's more affable. I think guys can gravitate towards him a little more as opposed to his dictatorial powers that he possessed and had everybody in fear, knowing that it's either his way or it's the highway.
Okay, so now comes the Seth Wickersham book. He works on
I heard about that's coming.
Excerpted, and the glaring nugget so far is the anecdote that Bill refused to meet with Tom before Tom finally decided, okay, I'll take my talent south, you know. Okay, wouldn't even meet with him.
Skip, look, Coach Belichick can try to put any spin that he wants. He can say we wanted him. He can say Tom had better options. But we know There's empirical evidence that says he wanted Tom gone. He wanted control. He wanted to show it's me, not him.
Starting with the Seth Wickersham piece since 2017.
Thank you.
Yep.
So all that Coach Belichick and like, you know, nothing's going to change. Tom had better
Tom
opportunity.
said the other day on the radio, obviously we wanted Tom to stay. Baloney.
No, you did not.
Baloney.
When you want something, you work towards keeping said something.
Yep.
When you want a relationship, if two people want a relationship, Chris Rock said, when they said relationships are hard, he said, no, it's not. He said, when one person is only working, the relationship is getting hard. He said, two people can move a couch. Two people can make a relationship work. One person can't.
No.
I don't care how hard.